Hey, what's up, everyone? Basketballer here. We are now on this November 15, 2022 NBA Game Day. The first game that we will be talking about is this Memphis Grizzlies with a record of 9 wins and 5 losses, visiting New Orleans Pelicans, displaying a record of 7 wins and 6. The game will actually start at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time, so that's going to be 8:30 a.m. here in Manila. I'm just inviting everyone who haven't subscribed yet to our YouTube account or YouTube channel, Basketballer. Please click on the subscribe button below. At the same time, hit on that bell logo. That way, automatically, you guys will be receiving notifications whenever new videos are uploaded. By the way, the spread given is minus 1.5, and it's actually given to the home team, New Orleans Pelicans. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the rankings or the standings of these two teams. Both teams belong to the Western Conference. Memphis Grizzlies, they rank number 4 with the record of 9 wins and 5, while New Orleans Pelicans, they are at number 8 with the record of 7 wins and 6 losses. Well, obviously, New Orleans Pelicans would have the home court advantage on this one. In terms of momentum, we got to give it to New Orleans Pelicans as well. New Orleans Pelicans, they're coming off that win against Houston Rockets, a double digit win that was, while Memphis Grizzlies, they're coming off a loss, and that was a loss against Washington. In terms of fatigue, well, both teams actually had their rest last night. Am I right? That is correct. Yep. Memphis Grizzlies played 2 nights ago, while New Orleans Pelicans actually played last. I guess that was way back Friday, Friday night, right? So both teams had their rest last night, but it's New Orleans Pelicans which actually had the longer rest. So I would have to give them a few points in terms of having that kind of advantage, right? Now, in terms of the availability or the health for both teams, Desmond Bain is actually listed as doubtful for Memphis Grizzlies, while for New Orleans Pelicans, it's Zion Williamson who is listed as questionable due to some foot injury that he had during that Houston Rockets game. Um, this one's tough. Minus 1.5, I guess that's just by the spread alone. It already shows how close this would be. Um, Memphis Grizzlies definitely has the better record. Definitely right now, they're the better team. Um, New Orleans Pelicans not there yet, but they are so dangerous, especially with that with their big three, and they're being surrounded by very defensive minded players too. Um, I rarely go against Memphis Grizzlies. I love Memphis Grizzlies whenever it's time to bet. Um, but New Orleans Pelicans, man, they're actually showing a lot of factors that say no. I can say no to at this particular game. They are at home. Momentum is with them. Memphis Grizzlies coming off a loss. New Orleans coming off a win. They had a longer rest. Um, and Desmond Bain is not playing. I know Zion Williamson is also listed in the injury list, but he is actually listed as questionable, and Bain is actually listed as doubtful. So there's a higher possibility of Zion Williamson suiting up as compared to Desmond. And it's just totally different whenever Desmond Bain and Jamorant ain't together. It's totally different, man. Whenever those two are actually together, it's almost an automatic for Memphis Grizzlies. So on this particular matchup, I'm gonna take my risk. Again, for me, Memphis Grizzlies is still the better team, but on this particular game, I'm gonna go with New Orleans Pelicans. With them being at home, them coming off a win, them having a longer rest, I'm pretty sure that those would be felt and those would actually kick in maybe sometime towards the second half or sometime towards the fourth quarter. They would actually feel the effects of those advantages. So my pick on this one would be New Orleans Pelicans minus 1.5. Again, that's New Orleans minus 1.5. Peace out, pass love, and God bless.